Our guest today on First Person is yet another personality connected with the world of cinema, Dr. Raja Balakrishnan. Dr. Raja comes with about 25 years experience in filmmaking. His documentaries have won wide acclaim by way of awards. He's also recently acquired his doctorate in cinema from the UK. Let's welcome Dr. Raja Balakrishnan to First Person and find out the many nuances of filmmaking. Dr. Raja, welcome to First Person.
Thank you.
Dr. Raja, you conduct a course, How to Make Films, in the Abu Dhabi Cultural Foundation. So today you're going to be teaching us all there is to know about filmmaking.
I don't think I can do the teaching of the full filmmaking in one episode.
Yeah.
But anyway, we started the course in Cultural Foundation keeping in mind that 90% of the people who are here have video cameras. But the problem with that is they just buy the video camera and they shoot.
Yeah.
But they don't know how they have to shoot it. When you watch some of the films which are made by people who buy new cameras, you will see a lot of zooming in, lot of panning, and lot too much of lights. So we thought, why don't we start something, a course, so that people understand what filmmaking is. So we start with pre-production, production, and post-production. Pre-production means we start with how they write a story, where do they get a story, and how they write the story. Then from story, how they make a script. From script, how they make a screenplay.
Okay, we have all this to ask you, but first I'd like to get this, your perspective on the word film. This is a very vibrant media, but this is one media which generates a widespread interest amongst a cross-section of audiences. What is the psychology involved here? What is it about this medium that generates so much interest?
See, films are the different types of films. We talk about commercial films, we talk about art film, we talk about experimental film, and we talk about independent film. When you take commercial film, for example in India, we find people, they don't have food to eat, but they go to watch the movie. Why they go there is, because for that 2 hours or 2.5 hours, they are in a different world. They are in the world of fantasy. They feel that one day they can be like this, but it's only for 2.5 hours. But those people they enjoy watching film in that way. And there are other few people who like to see art film. They enjoy that, they feel that it is a reality. They show reality there. So some people enjoy that. Experimental film, especially youngsters, they want to go into experimental film because they feel that they can learn something out of it. So these are the ways it goes. And it's like a small kid, a small baby. You give a colorful book to the baby reads it, I mean, it does not know to read, but the picture attracts it.
Yeah.
So same way, the cinema attracts the...
You mean to say the visual medium?
Visual medium.
What you can see is more appealing. Yeah. Now with advanced technology available, now making a film is not really such a difficult task. Like you said a little while ago, there are lots of people tackling this medium. But what should a filmmaker be aware of? What should he know to make a good product?
It depends on what type of film he wants to make. When we talk about film, as I was saying, in cinema, we have different varieties. Like in visual medium, we also have video, we also have cinema. Now most of the people are going into video. The reason is cinema is very expensive. So anyone who wants to go into cinema making, first he starts with video. Then he wants to learn without learning the basics of cinema or the language, what to say, it is a film language. They should learn the film language to start their movie. So there are a lot of things what they should learn.
Yeah.
A person with just a camera cannot become a filmmaker.
You need to have a story
Yeah,
first.
you need to have a story, you need to know the techniques, and only then you can start a
Yeah, before we move on to the techniques, let's dwell on the story first. What makes a good story?
good story. First thing you have to get the idea.
Yeah.
The idea comes from so many places. It can be from TV, it can be from newspapers, it can be from anywhere. But then story has to come first. When the story comes, then you have to make a script. Script, like we say story. Storytelling is something different. It's like novel and short stories. It's a different thing of making stories. Script is something else. Script is a story which is put with dialogues. But it's not a screenplay. Screenplay is different. Screenplay has got a cinematic touch in it. Cinematic touch means the different languages which we use in the screenplay, which all the filmmakers understand. But in the script we don't have that. There's only the dialogues and the story.
You said about the languages used in screenplay.
Yeah.
Those are the jargons
Yes,
which is
yes.
used. Could you give us a few
Yeah.
examples?
For example, when we start a screenplay, you need to know a story. When you have a story, you need to know where the character is, who is the character, which place he is, what is the day, and what is the time of the day he is in that place. And is it interior, is it exterior? All these things are needed if you have to make a screenplay. And then also some directors, some screenwriters, they even put the camera angles, they write down, they make drawings, and then if they go into full drawing, it becomes a storyboard.
So you have the story, then you have the screenplay,
Yeah.
and then you have the
So
storyboard.
you also have a script.
Okay,
Because
so
you
the
have to get
story,
an idea.
the script, the screenplay, the storyboard.
Yes.
What is the function of the storyboard?
Storyboard, it is visually, I mean, it is already there. It's like a comic book. When you see a comic, you know the story. You know what the dialogues. You know different angles in the comic. It's like a comic book. But then before you spend so much of money onto cinema, you know how your story is going to be. So that's why this.
So it's all illustrated on
Yes,
the board.
illustrated on a board.
So the story is presented on the board, storyboard.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
you-
any corrections they want, because, you know, if they have to video, it's a different question. They can keep spending, I mean, using tapes, it's not expensive. They can reuse the tape, not expensive. But in a cinema, it's not like that. Every minute is money. So they want to be 100% sure
Yeah.
before they spend the money or shoot what they're going to shoot. So screenplay is very important factor.
yeah. While framing a shot, what rules do you observe?
That is a very important question, because most of the people, even if somebody's got an ordinary video camera in their home, they want to shoot, they have to keep one thing in mind, so that all the shots will be equal and it'll be good to watch also. It's known as the rule of the third. That means a frame is divided horizontally and vertically 3 parts.
Okay.
So when it is parted into 3 parts, you have to frame a person not above the line on the top and not too below line on the top, so that you get a headroom, which we say. And if they can follow in each frame the headroom, the shots will always be perfect.
Okay.
And that everyone who's got a video camera should know that this has to be done.
And a director, I suppose I am a director and I intend directing a film. Could you give us a few prerequisites that I should know?
A director is a very important, he is known as the captain of the ship. He has to know from the script, he has to know what script is, he has to know what is the screenplay is, he has to know what is the camera is, he has to know in the camera what are the shots to be taken, what are the angles to be taken, what are the equipments to be used. And then after this, he has to know how to frame his shots. There's a saying, when some film becomes a successful film and the camera work is good, they just don't say that because of the director the camera work is good.
Yeah.
No, they say that the cameraman did a very good job. That's not the real fact. The real fact is because the director gave a good shot, the cameraman could do a good job. Maybe the coloring, framing, all that is different. But a shot, a good shot, when you watch a movie, anyone going and watching a movie, there are certain scenes which catches. And that scene remains with you. That is what a director should do. He should know all this. He should know the complete detail of filmmaking. After pre-production, he has to know the production. After production, he has to know post-production, where he should know where to cut the shots and what music to be put. All that, it's in the hands of the director. If a director does not know all this, he's not supposed to be a director.